Hi everyone, welcome to Tammy's Creative Cards and Crafts. I'm Tammy, and welcome to part 2 of the Halloween kit tutorial. And so yesterday we completed 4 of our little characters. We did our little vampire, our little cute little pumpkin, and our ghost, and our little Frankenstein, which all turned out absolutely adorable. And if you have any little glue spots, which I noticed I have a little glue spot on here, and I just wanted to show you. This is one great little tool. You can get them at the dollar store or Michael's, but it's actually made of rubber. Wait till your glue dries, and you can just, I have a little piece of glue right there, but you can just go over it very lightly, and that takes the glue right up like it didn't even appear there. And it's nice and clean, and looks great. So those are, they're like little miracle erasers, but it's just a piece of rugged rubber, and I love it. It's great. So if you have a chance to pick one of those up, pick it up. They're only like 99 cents, if that, at the dollar store or Michael's or whatever. But they're really great when you're doing projects like this that have glue. You can really get in there and get the little bits of glue that stay behind little places. Anyways, let's get on to our next character. So our next character is going to be the little devil, and just take your little characters here and put them aside. Try to keep them in order if you can, but if they're not in order, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put them aside here. So our next little guy is the little devil. Cute little devil. The little red one. And again, watch that everything comes out of the package and nothing's left. See, that little lingering little dot there is easy to get stuck in there, but just look at the clear bag, make sure you got everything out of there. And in this, you should have a little red owl. You should have a scalloped circle. And again, I'm not sure if I cut these in half for you or not, but if they are cut in half, that's great. If not, we are going to cut the little scalloped circle in half. You're going to have a little red vest in here. And just ignore that piece for a second. You're going to have 2 white large circles. You're going to have a little yellow heart, a red heart, 2 black medium circles, 2 small little bitty circles, and 2, it's like a big circle cut in half. Okay? So you might have 1 big circle, and you're going to need to cut that one in half. So that's all the pieces for this. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just going to fix this here. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is get your little, I asked you to get a little brown ink, or if you have black, that'll work. And we're just going to put some shading around the outside. So get your little sponge that I included in your kit. If you have brown, if you have black, even if you have a dark red, you can use it for this. So what we're going to do is take a little bit of that, and you're going to shade all around the outside of his little body. Give him a little scorched look. Being careful around his feet because you don't want to break those off. Okay, so there's his little body shaded. And take your scalloped circle and you're going to cut that directly in half, in 2 pieces, and you're going to shade around your scalloped. Now only one part is going to show, but I usually shade the whole thing just because when I'm gluing them on, sometimes I forget which end I'm using, so I just shade the whole thing, and then when I'm going to glue it, it doesn't matter which side I'm using. Sorry for moving the camera there, but the paper moves. Actually, I'm going to fix that in a second. I'm going to tape the paper down. Okay. So let me get my... I was going to put some tape on my paper here so it doesn't move the camera. There. Okay. And then give the little, I know they're tiny, but give the little eyelids. These are end up going to be his little eyelids. Just give the tops of them a little bit of shading. I know it's very small, but if you can get in there, do that. And now take your little vest here, and you're going to shade on one side of your vest. Okay. And you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut going around the curve, just like a little curved piece going around one side of the vest. And I will show you what that looks like. Just like that. You're going to cut that out of your vest. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. One little piece, just like that. So what I've done is cut this little piece right out the side of my vest piece. So I took this little curved piece on the side, and this is actually going to be the tail of the little devil. Okay? So now you can just take and shade the other side. All right? And just take the rest of the vest and you can put that aside. This was just an extra piece to show you what it's going to look like. And then the little red heart, that is the little end of the little devil's tail, and you can just shade the little tip. That's fine. Okay, so now we're just going to put our little guy together. So we can take our body and we're going to glue on the little white circles. Up on the top. Just like that. And then you're going to put on the black circles. Okay, now again, you can place these in the middle. You can place them towards the bottom. You can place them towards the top. You can make them funny looking. You know what, if you wanted to use little googly eyes, the little plastic googly eyes, you can absolutely do that too. They make them look really cute. You can do that. I love using these little pieces. But I think the little googly eyes would be cute too for something different. So there is the little, so now you're going to take your little red pupils, little dots, and put those in the middle to give him little red eyes. And now I should have mentioned this first, keep your little red dots down towards the bottom, because you're going to use these shaded pieces for the eyelids. So you need to cut a little sliver off of there. You're going to need these for eyelids, so you want to make sure that your pupils are down enough that you're not covering them up. So when you put the eyelids on, put them up to cover the white part of the eye. Just like that. And put the other one on. It's amazing how quickly they come together, and you can watch them, how cute they are in a matter of a minute. There is his little face with his eyes there. And now we can put on his little beak. And his beak goes on just like the shape of a heart. So just glue that on the front. Just touching the tip of each eye, just like that. And then we're going to glue his wings on. Again, they're going to go with the straight edge towards the outside. And you're just going to have like 3 feather bumps going out. And then glue the rest to the back. And there is his little wing there. Now I'm just actually going to move that. Try to move the wing on the left, move it up a little bit, like that, because you want to leave room for your tail. So the tail, you want to have it so the curve is going up, curved up, okay? And you're just going to glue that on. I have him right in between the foot and the wing, right there. And then I'm going to glue on the little end, and you're going to have the pointy end of the heart, of course, sticking out. I'll just show you what I mean. Just like that. Okay, so there is our little devil character that went together in only a couple seconds, and he is super cute. And now we can put him on our background. Now the background for this little guy is, just let me grab the black piece. So grab one of your 3x3s, and the background for this one is this little zigzag here. So I'm going to glue that on there. And again, just take your time to center it and make sure that it's spaced evenly all the way around. And I'm just going to use a little bit of white glue to make sure he's stuck good on there. And I just kind of put them off to the side a little bit, center them. And there we go. So there is our little devil. And he is super cute. So you can just set him aside. So now we'll move on to our little witch character. Move all our little extra pieces aside. So our witch character again has all kinds of little pieces. Okay. And so in here you're going to have a black owl. You're going to have a scallop circle that we will need to cut in half. You're going to have a little printed vest. It'll be a little piece of designer paper cut into a vest. You're going to have two little oval pieces cut in gray. And you will have two medium green eyes, two large white eyes, and you're going to have a large circle, a large black one, two little small little pupils, and the green heart. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the little witch's hat. Now, the this part is going to be the brim, and we need to cut this piece to make the top. Okay, so what I've done is I've kind of cut it out a little shape like this out of it. Okay, and when you attach it to this little circle here, you back it on the circle, it makes a cute little witch's hat like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your little oval and your scissors and just kind of cut this just a piece off, just like that, into a teardrop. Okay, now, and just take your scissors and just kind of round that out, just where it's kind of try not to take too much off it. But there, just have a little raindrop piece, and that's going to be the top of your hat. Okay, so then you take your little brim, and you're going to glue on your black large circle right in the middle towards the top part. So right about there. Okay. And now you're going to take your teardrop that you just cut, and you're going to put some glue on it on the back towards the bottom. Let's glue out of here. Okay. So you're going to put it so it does show the black there, so it almost looks like a ribbon brim going around there. Okay, and so it'll look just like that. Okay, and what I did is we had this little felt marker that we used yesterday for the Frankenstein, and what I did on this hat is I just drew a little spider on her hat, just a little circle with 8 little legs going from there. Okay, and it makes it look really cute. So so there is her little hat. So we'll go ahead and put the little owl together. So we have the body, and we're going to glue on the vest. And I did it in a cute little designer series paper. Some have stripes, and some I did with this little cute little cobweb paper. So you're going to put that on and just leave a tiny little bit at the bottom. Just center that. Just like that. And then take the large white eyes and center those at the top of your vest. Just like that. And your little witch's nose, we're going to glue that on. And actually, we should put the little witch's nose on first before the eyes. So if you can, just tuck the little top parts of the heart under the eyes. You'll still have time because the whites are still wet, so you can go ahead and do that. And just have the point peeking out there. Don't go up too much, but have a good part of it still sticking out, just like that. And with your little felt pen, draw a little dot right on the nose. And that's the little witch's wart on there. And then take your medium green circles and put those on for the eyes. And then we'll go to the black ones. Okay. And then the last thing, oh no, sorry, you have to still put the wings on. So we're going to do those again with the straight going out. So put the okay, so we have oh, my little eye fell off there, so I need a little bit more glue. So I'm going to put it out that 3 feathers are sticking out there like that, and do the same on this side. And they don't have to be the same way, like you can have one up higher than the other just to give it a different look to it. Okay, and then we're going to glue her little hat on. Okay. You just want it to come down a little bit over the eyes. Just like that. Try to center it. And there is our little cute little sweet witch. Spooky. Spooky little witch with a spider and wart on her nose. So we're going to glue that on our background, and the background for our little witch is this one here with the green going across with the 3 yellow dots. So I will grab my glue here for that. I hope everybody is enjoying the tutorial. I'm really enjoying doing it for you all, and I hope it's the first of many. I hope everybody's finding it very easy to follow, and I hope everybody really likes the characters. I think they're super cute, and I just loved making them for everybody. So again, please tell me in the comments, like, if you found anything difficult, how much you liked it, you didn't like it. Okay, so because her hat's a little high, we're going to put her feet down to just fit in there. But she does fit in really well. And there is our super cute little witch in the little square, and that is the next character. So now we're going to move on to our bat. And we're moving along. Okay, so our bat character has some pieces in here. And just make sure again that you have everything out. So we have in here a black owl. We have a scalloped punch, black scallop punch here. That will be the wings. They're going to be cut in half. That's going to be cut in half. You're going to have a brown twig like vine. You're going to have a yellow 2-inch moon circle. You're going to have 2 medium white circles, 2 small black little dots, and a little orange heart for the beak. So now the first thing that we're going to do is make our little branch. So what you're going to do is go in and cut your branch right in the V part you're going to cut that right there, okay? And what we're going to do is extend that. So you're going to glue that right together to make a long piece like this. Okay, and if you go ahead and just make it a little prettier look and just like even it out there so it doesn't look like you cut it, it'll make it look a little nicer. However, we can cover that up with the little owl's feet, so you won't even know that. So we're going to glue these two pieces together just like that. So just put a little piece of glue on there, and this is where this little glue pen comes in handy because you can get really in to these small little areas. Okay, so glue that piece together. So now you have one long piece like this. It looks like one long branch, okay? And this branch is going to go right across your moon, just like that. Right, you see you're going to glue it right about there, about maybe not quite a third down your moon, or down your moon, okay? And you're going to glue it right there in the middle. So just put a little bit of glue there and tack your branch on there. Okay, so it'll look like that. Now we're going to go to our owl, and the owl's going to go together pretty easy. Now the owl, we're going to put the wings going across, straight across like this. So you're going to put one on this way, put some glue, because he's going to look like he's hanging upside down. So when you have his wings open, he will have 1, 2, 3, 4 bumps showing from the scalloped circle, and his wing should look like it's going straight across. Okay, and then glue it on the other side the exact same way. And again, put it so the 4 bumps are showing, and even it so it looks even going straight across. Okay, so your little owl looks like that. And then you're going to glue on his little eyes. And his little beak. And again, put the little beak under the 2 bumpy parts. Kind of stick it under. I should have put I keep forgetting that. Put the eyes just over that little bumpy part of the beak, like that. It's no big deal because your eyes are still wet. So there you go. And then take the little blacks of the eyes and stick those in. A little bit of glue on. And those stick down. Oops. One eye is going off to the side there. Okay. And I'm not worried about any of that glue that's around the eye there because I can clean that up later with that little eraser. So, so glue those in place. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to glue our little owl to our moon. And see, just because that looks messy there, but that's not going to matter, because when we glue our owl to our little branch, he's going to cover that up with his little toes. So we're going to glue him to the moon and the little branch, and you can make the little branches stick out a little bit. And glue him like that. Just going to put some glue on him. And so you're going to center that and put the little toes going right over the branch. And there you go, you have your little bat on the moon. Well, in front of the moon, he's not going on the moon. And there you go. And his background now is this one here. Let me grab the black pieces. So make sure I have one. And this background is the one here with the two lines, one going this way, one going that way. Just glue that on. Okay. And you're going to glue that right in the center there, making sure that your wings are not coming out over the card. And just kind of center them right in the middle. And there you go. There is our little bat hanging upside down in the tree. So I'm going to go back here and see if I can get some of this glue off. See, I had all kinds of glue around his eyes there, and it cleaned it all up, so that's fantastic. So that's what I was saying about that little tool, how wonderful it works. So there is our little bat, and we'll put him aside. And now we're going to move on to our pirate. Okay, we're moving right along here. We only have 3 characters left. We're doing pretty good for time, so we'll just keep on trucking. Okay, so we have our little pirate, and this little guy has a lot of little pieces, so be careful when you're taking them out. Okay, so now the little pirate. Some of these little pieces are really cute how they go together. So in here you're going to have a little gray owl. You're going to have a little black owl. You're going to have a red vest, a black vest, an orange little heart for the beak. You're going to have two large white circles. You're going to have one large black circle. You're going to have one medium black one and one little white one, and one scalloped gray circle for the wings, which if they're not already cut, you can go ahead and cut that in half for the wings. Now again, we can go ahead and we can shade this little guy, and we'll use our little brown again and go ahead and just do the edges of him. Careful around his feet. Do his wings. Okay, and you can do the little bits, the bottom part and the top part of his vest. That's all you'll need to do there. Okay. And that's about it. That's all you'll need to shade on that. So, now what you'll need to do is take your owl, and we'll put his wings on first. So again, take and you're going to glue it. Now I put my wings on that one kind of pointed down a little bit with 3 of the feathers sticking out. So I'll just glue that one on first. And then I had this one that kind of pointed up just slightly. Just for something different. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your vest, your black vest, and you're going to slice it down the center. Right down the center where that V is, you're going to slice that down the center. Okay? Mine is just cut a little bit wonky there, so I'm just going to fix that. Okay. Okay, so what you're going to do is take your red vest and you're going to make it look like he's got a little jacket on over his red vest here. So you're going to glue on your red vest. And just leave a tiny little bit from the bottom, but center it. And then take your black piece and put it on one side of the vest here, lining up with the top, and then put this piece on the other side of the vest, lining up with the top. So it kind of looks like a little open jacket. I'll just show you that up close here, just one sec. There you go. Okay, so it looks like his little jacket's open, and it looks like that. So then you're going to go in with and glue on the eyes. So take the the white ones, and actually hold off on the white ones. Let's do the nose here first. Put the nose in there and put that right at the peak of the vest and glue that down. Just like that. Okay? Then let's go in with the eyes. And you're going to put one white one on this side. And one white one on this side. So that you have your little beak sticking out right in the middle. Then on this, on the right hand side, you're going to stick on the black dot in the middle, and then the little white dot in the center. But on the other side, you have a little patch that you're going to make. Now for the patch, you have this large black dot. Now all you're going to do is cut at the top of your circle, cut up, and then cut down. Just a little wave. Just go up and come down a tiny, tiny bit. You can see, I'll show you the little sliver. It kind of looks like I cut an eyebrow. If you can see that in the camera, I'll see if I can show it to you. If you can see that, it's just like I cut a little, I'll put that down on the page so you can see. I cut like a little eyebrow piece out of the top of that. That's what you want to do, because you're just making a little pirate patch. And you're going to cut that and then place that on top, and you're going to put it on the top of the eyeball and kind of glue that kind of right in the center like that. So it looks like that. So he has a little patch. Okay? And then, now to make his little pirate hat is a really cool technique. So you're left with this little black owl, and all you're going to do is take your scissors, and you see one foot and you see one ear. So you turn your owl on the side, take your scissors, and you're going to cut right under his foot. And you're going to go right straight across and cut right under his ear. Okay? And if you end up with a little hook there, just trim that off. to make it so it goes around like a nice, and so there is your little pirate hat. If you can see that. See your little pirate hat? And so that is just part of your owl, your foot and your, one part of your ear. And so that is going to go up here and it makes your little pirate hat. Isn't that sweet? I love how so many pieces of these can make other parts. It's so cool how that. So you're just going to put that down on top and glue that right on top of your pirate there. And you can tilt it however you want. You can put it, his little hat on him however you want. I kind of put it over his little patch there. So there is our little pirate, and he looks super cute. So now we have to put him on his background. So we have our black, and the background that he's going on is this bigger gray background. And so we're going to glue that. Okay, and then we'll glue him to the little background. And there is our little pirate, and I see that there's a little bit of glue there. And it's still a little wet, so I'll come back and get that later after it dries. Okay, so that is our little pirate. So next we're going to go to one of my favorite characters, is the little mummy. And in here you will have a little brown owl. Okay, you're going to have a little brown owl, a little white owl, and I may have given you an extra one, I'm not sure. And then you're going to have you're going to have a scalloped circle, which may or may not be cut in half, which you will need to cut in half. Then you're going to have 2 large black circles, 2 medium white circles, 2 small black dots, and an orange heart. Now, this one, I will tell you, is very tedious, but it is adorable, adorable when you get it done. Now, you will need your brown ink for this. So get that out and your little sponge. So the first thing you want to do is shade all around one of your white owls. Shade all around his little feet. Okay. In the brown. Okay. And around his wings. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut our white owl up in pieces. Now, when you cut this up, keep track of the pieces as you're cutting it up. So, like cut pieces off. Now you're going to, first of all, cut off his ear in a good piece, but don't cut off the other ear. Okay? So I took off his ear of the white one. You're cutting the white one, not the brown. So here's a white piece here, and then just kind of put it here. You're not gluing it right now, just kind of put it in where it would go. And then go ahead and then cut another piece going across. And then go a little bit diagonal and cut another piece going across. And then go on another angle and cut another piece going across. Go and turn your scissors again and cut another piece going across, and go diagonal again and cut another piece going across. And then when you get to the bottom where the feet is, cut the feet off, but cut another piece going across. So, and you don't need the little feet. So essentially you will end up with all these little slithers of the white. And when we glue these back on, they're going to look like bandages. So what you need to do now is just pick up the little pieces, and you're just going to touch them up just a little bit with your shading on the inside of the pieces, just to give them a little bit of color, because you already shaded them on the end. But you just want to give them a little bit of color on the cut parts. And you only need a little bit of shading. Okay. I know it takes a little extra minute or two to do this, but it makes a world of difference when you're doing it, and it looks adorable. If you have no nails, that's the problem of trying to pick these little things up. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do, let me cover this up, is we're going to glue these pieces back on here to make it look like a little bandage. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start with the ears. Okay? This little piece that we cut off the ear. So I have this piece, and I'm going to set it right over his ear so it looks like his ear's bandaged up. Then I have, now you may have to go and try the piece to see where it was that you cut off. Now this is the next piece where I cut this off, but I'm going to leave one ear exposed. So I'm just going to cut that little ear off and just use this little piece here so that one little ear is exposed, and glue that on. Okay, and then you're going to go in with your next piece, and you'll see as you're going down where they fit in. It may take a second for you to place them all back where they need to go. That's okay. Just take your time. You can set them all up there first and then glue them in. So essentially you can have something that looks like that. And if it doesn't fill in all the parts, that's even better because it looks more mummy-ish. Okay? So I'm just going to go back and glue each piece in now. Now that I know, if I can get these little pieces up. Sorry for my hands being in the way, but I'm just trying to get them in there. And I know that if you're doing this yourself, you probably, like I said, of all the characters, this is the one that's the tedious one of them all. But once that you start putting them back in, you'll see how they all fall into place. Don't be discouraged. Trying to get them to glue there too is half the job. Okay. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that's all in there. So now we have our little bandages in place, if you can see that. And now if you turn your little guy over and you see any little white pieces that are sticking out, you can always go with your scissors and just trim them up. Careful, don't cut his little feet off. And if you don't want to trim them up, that's fine too, because it doesn't really matter because you can't see them from that side. Nobody's going to look at the back anyways. But anyways, there is the little mummy. Okay, so there's our little distressed bandage mummy. And so we're going to attach his wings now. And again, we're going to have the lines going out to the outside and the feathers at the bottom. Just having about 3 sticking out at the bottom like that. And then I'll do that on the other side. And now we're going to glue on the black large black circles. And then the medium white circles that go in the middle. And then the little black dots in the middle of those. Again, you can put them down the bottom, in the middle. I think these ones I'll do towards the center. Okay, and then I'm going to put his little beak on. Get this glue on your hands and it's hard to get it off. And okay, just going to adjust this little. Okay, and then I got my little felt tip pen, and I'm going to, actually I need a red. Just 1 second. Let's see if I have a thin red pen here. 1 second. So if you have a thin red pen, I kind of made it look like bloodshot eyes. Like that. And so there is our little mummy. And he is backed on this cute little background here with the orange lines. And I have the orange lines going horizontally. Okay, so there is character number 9. So we have one left, which is our sweet little dinosaur. And I guess we'll just keep going with this. We're over an hour now. So what I'm going to do is do our dinosaur, and then I'm going to upload the video, and then I will come back and finish the video doing the pumpkin patch and showing you how to put everything together in the frame, because I don't want it to take too long. Okay, so let's just finish this character up. So we have in this one 2 green owl bodies, 1 yellow vest, 2 large black eyes, 2 medium yellow ones, an orange beak, 2 small little black pupils, and a bunch of little yellow dots. Okay, so we're going to first take our little dinosaur body, or it could be a dragon, whatever you like, and we're going to stick on our little beak here. Okay. And the beak is going to kind of go over to the left, over here, just like that. So kind of over to the left, not in the center where you would initially think. Then take one of the black dots, okay, and you're going to have that one off to the left, going off the side of the owl, just like that. And then the other big black circle is going to go next to that. And then we have the whites going in those. And then the black going inside of those ones. Okay, so that's what it looks like there. You can see how it's off-centered. I did not center these eyes. They're kind of off to the side. You will see in a second why I did that. And so then you have a little yellow vest here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the vest, and I have a little sample here, but what you're going to do is you're going to cut the top little, just where it comes down where the V is, take that little piece off the top. And then coming down the side, take just maybe 1/8 of an inch off of the side of your little vest. So you end up with a curved piece here. Your little V part is cut off the top, and a straight piece here. That's what you should end up with. Okay? And then what you're going to do is take it and turn your vest so your curved piece is to the left. Your big curved piece is to the left, and then you have a dip on the bottom, and a straight little piece on the back, and a straight, like a little mini ski hill going down on the top. So you'll have a curved on the bottom, a little ski hill on the top, and a big curve on the front. This is his little kind of belly, okay? So you're going to glue that. And guess what? I apologize. I should have told you to stick that under your little beak again. That's my major thing. I keep forgetting about that beak. Anyways, just tuck it under your beak, and it'll tuck right under. And line it up right along the side of your owl, so it looks like that. Okay? You can see that? So your curve runs right along the side of your owl. You have a little curve here. It's straight here and goes right underneath the eyes. Okay? So he has a little belly. Okay? Then you're going to take your other green owl and you're going to start at your ear, one of the ears, and first of all, cut your little feet off. Okay, you don't need the feet. You're going to cut at the top of the ear and pretend it's a big cat bushy tail and come down and just come down just like that. So that you have, just round that off there. Okay, so you've taken it from the ear all the way to the bottom and you've curved that out. Okay, so again, this was the owl minus the feet, so you cut the feet off the bottom and you just cut from the ear just down like you're cutting a great big bushy tail out of there, and you just kind of came down and curved out. And what you're going to use is this piece right here, because that is going to be your dinosaur tail. So this little piece here that curves up, that's going to be the end of the tail. And this piece here, the fatter part, is the part that you're going to attach. So just put some glue on this end. Okay. And leave it like that. And then you're going to go back in with your little glue and stick on all the little yellow dots going up the tail, this is the most tedious part, is getting these little dots off your fingers. Like I said. So you're going to put some glue on put yellow dots all over the green part of your little dinosaur. And again, I'm not worried too much about these glue marks because I will go back later and get these little glue pieces off. Okay, so make sure that you don't stick it to your paper. Okay, so there is my little dinosaur with the little dots on it. And then his background is this cute little one with all the yellow dots. So I'm just going to glue that on there. My fingers are full of glue, so I'm being careful not to get it all over that. And just kind of tuck him in on there. Oh, put some glue on him. Okay. And tuck him on there. And he's really cute. And there is our little dinosaur or dragon, whatever you'd like to call him. So that is our 10 pieces that we have done. So now I'm going to end the video there because yesterday it took quite a long time to upload everything. I'm going to get this uploaded so you guys can start on these pieces, and then I will get another video started finishing the pumpkin patch and getting your piece to glue all these cute little characters on and show you how to do that properly so it's all evened out and measured properly on your mat before you can put it in your frame. So I hope again that you're enjoying all this tutorial, and I'm really enjoying doing it for you. Leave your comments in the comment boxes, and yeah, I'm happy to hear from you. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.